accidentally turn my mic on. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'll just leave this cracked though for other people. So to start off, I'm Jules. I'm the Market Center Tech Trainer here at KWB. And we also help with marketing as well. So we do KW Tech and marketing. And if you ever want to book a one-on-one appointment with us at any time to go over anything we talk about today or anything you come across while you're exploring Command, if you go to kwbresources.com and click I need tech help in the top right corner, it's going to bring you right to our Calendly so you could book a one-on-one with us once a week and we can just dive deeper into Command in all its glory. But for today's class, we're going to be really focusing on the new KW websites and how to boost its SEO, so search engine optimization, aka basically how to rise your website up on Google. So we will be in Command, which is at agent.kw.com. And I just want to mention that these Tech Tuesdays, we do dive deeper into a specific part of Command. So we change this up every Tuesday, like next Tuesday's DocuSign. And then on Thursdays, we also have every other Thursday, more of an overview of Command. So if I talk about any parts of Command that you want more information on, again, feel free to book an appointment and we can dive deeper into that. But I'm just going to sign in at agent.kw.com. And for those of you online, feel free to ask any questions or stop me whenever. And we're just going to check on a setting real quick here. So if you could click on your name in the top right and go down to settings. You'll then find connect settings on the left-hand side and marketing profile. So I went to my name, I went to settings, then connect settings on the left-hand side and marketing profile. Just a heads up, this is where all your information from Command is pulling from. So whether you're sending emails or your website, for this example, you like your website homepage, this is what it's pulling from. So your headshot, your name, very straightforward, all about you, your contact information, your bio. If you are ever changing your headshot or maybe your contact information, like your bio or your phone number, maybe you get a Google Voice phone number. A long email, but if you change any of your contact information, so your headshot, bio, phone number, email address, whatever that may be, instead of worrying about changing that throughout all the KW technology, like the marketing profile, just send it to support@scottleroymarketing.com and they will update that for you for free everywhere. So you don't need to worry about where to change that contact information. Just let Scott Leroy handle it for you. However, this is the main place your information is pulling from. So if you're seeing anything on your live website that might not look correct, like your headshot, this would be the main place to change that. And let's take a look at our live sites now. So to find your URL, we can go to the consumer section, which is that last icon on the left-hand toolbar. And this is the main place I like to find my URL. So I'll know right here what my URL is. So I can go to Jules Bass, which I need to change, I guess, .kw.com. Couple things with this URL. Now, this doesn't apply if you have a custom domain. This is just if you're using this URL. If you're getting it printed anywhere, please be aware that it does not work with www dot in front of it. You'll see if I try to do www dot, sorry. Not done. Let's go back. If I try www dot, this happens. It says not secure because it doesn't work with www dot. So if you're getting it on business cards, you just need simply julesbass.kw.com. Typically your first and last name .kw.com. Don't forget that .kw.com. I've seen that too, where people just put .com. There's an extra dot in there. Now, on that note, custom domains. Custom domains are really great for SEO. And again, search optimization is just basically how far you rise up on Google. And the reason why custom domains are so key for these websites, and a custom domain is like one you can get from GoDaddy or Google Domains, so that it's just simply, if it's available, like julesbass.com or whatever you want your domain to be, .com or .net or anything like that. You can buy a custom domain and point it to this website. Now it's so important because of that .kw.com, it's a subdomain. So it's grouping all the other .kw.com websites together. So if you try to search for a KW agent, I could guess probably that this KW website will not appear very high on Google because of that issue, because they're all grouped together. So getting a custom domain, and typically I think that's like $12, I think, a year. Yeah. Like if you go to GoDaddy, yeah. So it's like $1 a month to have a custom domain. Scott Leroy can forward it to this website, so you don't need to worry about how do I get it to this website. They can do that for you. And that's a huge thing to help boost your SEO. So I may recommend, as like a little homework after today's class, just go search on GoDaddy to see what domains are available out there. I mean, typically your first and last name, I'm sure, will be available, but maybe you can get creative and think of some custom domains that are great for your business. With custom domains, also, if anyone is South Carolina licensed or you plan to get South Carolina license, it is South Carolina compliance that you cannot have real estate or realty in your domain name. Because you're like branding as a separate brokerage instead of like your own brokerage. Yeah, so we still have agents that do that. Like we have agents that have that in their name and still sell in South Carolina, but it's all branded differently. Like their signage, for example, cannot have realty or real estate. Yeah, like so their domain can't have it technically if they are in South Carolina license. So just something to keep in mind of as you're picking a DBA name, maybe pick something like properties or homes, like my mom's is Gates and Maxwell Properties, to get around that. So just to make sure, does everyone's website, does it look like this if you are available to see your website? I just want to make sure nobody's still in the old site experience, and probably this most applies to you. Yay. Well, that's exciting. Well, good, because that was going to be like part of the class to change that over. So yeah. Yay. Love to hear that. All right. So now we're going to talk about how to get content onto your website, specifically custom content as well. Another way that helps boost your SEO. Because the whole idea is that right now with these websites currently by default, you're going to only come up on Google if people search your name or they search Charlotte, well, if you're lucky, Charlotte Homes. But we want your website to show up when they search for things outside of real estate. We want you to show up for Charlotte events going on in Charlotte, and then your website comes up and that's how they get to your website, was from Charlotte events. Or something like a home hack, that they were searching for spring cleaning hacks and somehow found their way to your website because it's not necessarily real estate related. We're just trying to provide value and keywords so that we can show up on Google. So I'm going to jump back into the back end into command. And if you need to get to this spot, it's at agent.kw.com. And then I'm on that last icon on the left left-hand side under the consumer section. So just starting here on this main page, when we click on consumer, there are some settings here that I want to point out. So one, this subdomain can be changed. So if you want this to be updated, you can make that change. And it typically takes 24 hours for changes to be seen on your website. Right underneath that, you'll find your app URL. So if you are really unsure of what your app URL is, the best place to find that or share it would be the command app. However, if you're on the computer and you are wondering, this is your specific app URL, meaning it's branded to you. So when you share it and a client downloads it on their phone, you are their agent. So they can save properties, look at properties, and all that information is tracked in command. Under preferences, if you don't have these enabled, I might recommend enabling them unless you have I wouldn't see any reason to disable them. Keller Homes Loans, Keller Cover, maybe if you use something different than that. But just make sure for sure that neighborhoods are enabled. That's my main preach. All right, and then at the very bottom, I like this section too, because by default, I believe everyone's is unrestricted. And now this is based off you, but I personally like to change this to either 10 or 2 properties. I like 2 properties. And what that means is that they're allowed to search on your site for 2 properties before it forces them to sign in on your website. And that's why because of course we need to capture their lead information. That's most important. So that's why I like one of these options while still being able to show them the value our websites can provide. They can search a couple options, get their foot in the door, see the value in your website so that they're more prompt to sign up on it. So I like 2 options, but feel free to change that how you see fit in your business. And then be sure to click Save Changes at the very, very bottom. And I'm just changing it. All right. Please. Yep. No. So these are collections that you can create for your clients so that this only applies though if your contacts signed up on your website. So like typically that doesn't apply to many contacts because you manually enter them into command. But if they were just like a website lead purely, you can set up specific collections based off their criteria so that they can see that. I'll show you on the live site what that looks like for them, but they can get basically like a folder of all your top selections for them. Yeah, are they under there? Okay, well that's okay too. I'll show you how to add testimonials. That's a good one to be adding. And now they can display on the home page. I know. I'm also excited. So let's jump back to my website on that white toolbar there, if you moved around, and then go to edit my website in the middle of the screen to bring us to our new website dashboard. Uh-oh. Okay, good. No, I'm glad yours didn't do that. If that happened during my website class, I think I would just cry and leave. I like went back, I said return to page and then it reloaded itself. So if that happened to anybody else, try refreshing. That was scary. Okay, starting with the home page, and let's make some edits to that home page so I can show you how to add testimonials and stuff. So to edit any of these pages, and I have a ton of custom pages that I've been practicing, but under default page, you should see home page and click on that hyperlink to open up the home page editor. Then we have 4 modules on the left-hand side that we can edit if we would like. So let's just start at that top one. So the listing search module, which is the search function here. So what you're allowed to change in this section if you would like is that you can change the let's find your dream home. So if you have like a slogan, you can insert that there. If you talk a different language and you want that in a different language, you could put it in there. And then there is like default hero images, and those are those big images that are sliding in the background. And you are able to upload your own files. So if you have a really pretty listing that you want to make your background, you can do that. If you want to find a picture of Charlotte, let's say, you can also search for stock images and pull them into this website. So in a new tab, I'm going to click that plus icon to open a new tab. I'm going to search up pexels.com. And this is a great site for stock images. So if you're not, so that you don't have to worry about like copyright infringements or licensing laws, these are all free to use for your real estate business. And whatever you're looking for, you can simply type in the search bar. So let's see if they have Charlotte pictures. I honestly don't know. Yeah, great. So let's say we want to use this one to really localize our website. And feel free to ask any questions or stop me if I'm going too fast. We can click download next to any of these images. Oh, and something to maybe be aware of is that those hero images are this landscape. So maybe we wouldn't want to pick one like this. We would want more horizontal. And click download. Now we can go back over to our website editor. And let's do upload files and choose files. And that's going to like let us look at our photos. At this point, you're just giving it an internal name so that you know what it is. So maybe like skyline. You don't need a caption. We can just simply upload. And that way I've added that to one of my hero images. Yeah, no worries. And I can go right back. Any spot. No worries. Oh, Pexels did? Yeah. Oh, that's weird. Okay. So then I am under this like listing search module, and I had an upload file there option. Yeah, upload file, and then do choose files, and then that should allow you to search your computer for that downloaded file. Yes, so they'll filter in, or you could remove the other ones if you don't like them. Yay! Well, that's exciting. So yeah, you could do that if you wanted to really pick all your hero images and you wanted to really speak to your branding, and maybe you're like me and you want them all pink houses. You could do that. Pink, pink, pink. Yeah, so great thing about these sites is that they do autosave, which is my favorite, but it's always nice to have an extra save option in the top right. And good, it stays on this section here, which is awesome. So let's go to the second module now. So under that featured listings. So we can now add featured listings to our website, which thank goodness. Can't believe this wasn't a thing before. So we're gonna keep most things the same. For the title, I would recommend changing that because it has title at the end of it, if not. So if you want to say featured properties or featured homes. And then you can give it a description. It's going to display right underneath that title on the main page. So I like what they have. They have discover great homes on the market. Okay. Then at this point, Under add listings, make sure that says dynamic, and it should by default. And also by default, it does have the location as our market center. So if that works for you, it works for me. However, you can change it to be more in your target. So if you really niche out in Gaston County or somewhere else, you can pick a location based off there. And then you can pick a radius. So it's going to search that radius. And the last thing we can pick is how we want that sorted by. So I like recently updated. No worries. Yep. Yeah, so it's cool because it's dynamically pulling listings. Yeah, which is so great because on the old sites, it was only manual. Like you had to add and remove listings from your site for featured listings. So this allows it to be dynamic. So it's searching that location and it will just automatically update as the market updates, which is great. But let's say you do have a featured listing that you want, that you told your clients that you're going to feature on your website under featured listings. You can manually add your listings here. So if we click that button, we can search by address. Should probably have one. And it will move your listing to the front of that list so that you're first. To be a little more advanced, just a heads up more so, there is an additional way to filter listings. So if you really wanted to like filter these listings exactly how you'd like only showing $1 million homes or something like that. Or maybe it's summertime and you only want to display homes with pools in it. You can just filter this a little further if you'd like. I wouldn't see really a need to do that because it's a little manual of a process. So I think it's good the way it is. All right, moving down to my next module, number 3 here is feature testimonials. So let's give that a title. Just gonna say testimonials. And if you'd like to give it a description, maybe you'll say, see what clients have to say. Now here's the extra fun part. And sarcasm. So you do have to manually add testimonials, but luckily you can do it and you don't have to like make your client do it like Google. Yeah. So you can like go to your, I'll do that example. Like let's say you want to try to get some Google reviews onto your website. So if you go to your Google reviews, here are ours. I just pulled up our Google business or like our Google reviews. But like maybe you have them in Zillow or somewhere. They're somewhere. Realtor, yeah, all the places. Let's see. I think there's a limit. Okay. Okay, so the max it can display is 9. So pick your best 9. That should make it a little less overwhelming. So for Google reviews, for example, I could like click on my Google reviews and I can copy what he says. Jump back. Let me just. And then click that little plus icon for feature testimonials. And now it's going to display any that have been submitted on your site, but we can also create a new one. It does need to have a few things are required. So a star rating is required. Always give ourselves a 5. We can paste that testimonial in. We put in the client's name. Now, and really annoyingly, client sense is required. And it makes you pick a specific date on a calendar. Who knows what? I don't know. Maybe you guys know it. I just thought that was a little intense to know exactly when. And it even tells us, it says a time. I don't know. I think that's weird. But whenever you start working with that client, you can pick a date and a time. Now the rest is optional. You do not have to fill out the rest. I mean, you can if you would like, but it's ready to publish by clicking publish in the top right. And then you should receive this like green bar to let you know you have no errors. At this point, we got the green banner. We can click the back. And now you'll find that new testimonial on your drop-down list. And I can go through those steps again if you would like. Any question? Okay. Okay. You guys are killing it today. So last module on the home screen is my blog list. We can click on that to drop it down. I think by default it says like my blog in parentheses buyer's guide or something like that. I would recommend just like removing that buyer's guide because in today's class, for example, we're going to add more than the buyer's guide to our blog. So I like just my blog. And the rest for now, we can leave the same and we'll come back when we add our blogs. So just go ahead and change that title, click save. And we've updated our homepage. Any questions on that? Anything I can repeat? All right, so now we're going to start adding content and pages to our website. Really fun stuff. So to go back, we can click on that Keller Williams logo to bring us back to the dashboard. And we're going to start really easy. We're going to start with some templates. So I did do this in team meeting once. So if you've already added these pages, you can kind of ignore this for now. But there's 2 templates that are already like ready for you. We just need to publish them. So how to do that? We can click. Let's start with this mortgage calculator. So click on that template button. Yeah, mortgage calculator. Then does it say page title? Does it fill in mortgage calculator? Okay, perfect. So yeah. So really, this is ready already. All we have to do is click publish. Boom. We added a mortgage calculator. Woo. Do I already have this website? I bet. Did it give you errors when you did it? Okay, good. It's because I already have this website or this page on my site. Then once you publish and you get a green banner, you can click the KW logo again to bring us back to this dashboard. The second one we're going to add is this Why Work with KW template. So again, we can click. This is like our win-win or no deal, like the thing we go over in team meeting and stuff. So again, it's already ready for you. All you have to do is click publish. And we've just made 2 pages live on our site. Okay. Pretty simple, right? Right? We're making our website a tool. That's the goal here. All right, next I'm going to talk about how we can iframe different websites onto this website. So embedding a separate website onto this website, and it's actually really easy. This new website experience is amazing for this. So for this example, I'm going to do putting KW Cares on your website. Just because it's good to always showcase something you're passionate about in the community. And I think KW Cares does a good job of that. So I'm going to search KW Cares in a new tab. I'm still in my other tab, but in a new tab, I search KW Cares. And I'm just going to click on it to bring up this page. So this is the page I'm going to put on my website. And all we need to do for that is copy this URL. So go up to the URL, click in it, and copy it. Okay. Next, I'm jumping back to this dashboard. We're going to click this plus icon on the top of the screen. A bunch of options here. For this, we're going to the iframe embed module. iframe. So it does require like an internal name so you can find it easier. So KW Cares works. And then this is where we're going to paste in that URL. And it iframes for you, which is so amazing. So you should see that preview display on the right-hand side, and that URL should take place. Now, if you ever if you're trying this with a different URL, just know that not all websites allow for this. This is all based off, like in this example, this is based off kwcares.org's permission settings. This website has to allow us to be able to embed. So you may run across some websites that don't allow you to iframe. And I mean, that's kind of just a roadblock. It's just based off their permission settings. But at this point, we can just click publish in the top right. And that added my iframe to my content manager so that now I can add it to add to a page. Wow, I said add a lot. So once you get that green banner, feel free to click return to dashboard or click the logo again. We're going to go back to our dashboard. And now we're going to add this as a custom page on our website. So we're going to click custom page. Give it a page title. So KW Cares works for this. Here, I'll go back. No worries. It's in the dashboard area. And then right in the middle, custom page. Or alternatively, you can go up to the plus icon and do custom page that way too. There's two ways to get to it. So yeah, give that a page title. And just a heads up, this page title will be what displays in the menu bar or like the menu drop down too. So just something to keep in mind of. And then under this here, add module, under page contents, we're going to click to add module. So under page contents, add module, and scroll to the very bottom and find iframe embed. Then from that drop down, we will now find what we've added to our content manager. So now that's embedded onto our website. Yeah? Yes, always publish. Any questions on iframing? It makes it really easy. Now you just need to know the URL and put it into here, and you can have any, in theory, any website on your website. Yay, yeah, I like it. All right. So I'm going to go back to the logo so I can get back to the dashboard. And next, I'm going to do a YouTube example. So if we want to get a YouTube video onto our website. I know. And hopefully I know how to do this correctly because last time it didn't go as bad, but we'll see. Okay, we're going to go to YouTube. And we're going to find the video that we want to post on our website. So if you have a virtual tour, if you have an about me video, that would be a good one to have on your website, because that way people can get to know you over video, which is way more effective. So I'll just do this DocuSign. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Like, I wouldn't see why not. Like, I don't know any compliance that would. Yeah, I think, and that shows, you know, more about you. So they get to learn more about like your side missions or whatever. I love that. All right. So for videos, so the step first is to go find your video on YouTube and pull it up. Then in our dashboard, our website dashboard, we're going to do this plus icon. And there's a video YouTube URL option. Yoo-hoo. I know it. So it is prompting just for the URL right up top here. So I'm going to go back to that video. And I can either take this top URL or I can click this share icon and copy it this way. Yay! I know this, I really do like this new website experience. I think it's working great and it makes, yeah. I know it. I know it. I get really excited about it too because like yeah, on the old site, like we would have to first transfer that into coding so that we could paste it onto our site and then it would like it was just I don't know. It was too much. Yeah. It made it undoable, honestly, because it made it a job in itself. So this I think is totally easier. Yay! Oh, YouTube's great. Us like this class is all about SEO. YouTube. Really great for SEO because guess who owns YouTube? Google. So if you Google, yeah, yeah. So they're always going to push that up. So definitely love YouTube as a channel. So we just need to put in the URL here. It should like give you an internal name for you based off the title of your video, but you can give it another name if you need. Again, it's just for your organization purposes. Then anything else, we can just click publish here because we can add in titles or text on our page. So what we've just added in was the video. So now our video is in command. So now we just need to add it to a custom page. So that's typically kind of the steps. We're going to add the content to our content manager. So whether it's one of these things, and then we're going to add those to a custom page. So same steps, we're going to click that logo, go back to home, and we can do custom page now. Give it a title. Maybe if it's a virtual tour, you say that as the title, or about me, whatever your video is. And then under page contents again, kind of similar steps. We're going to add module, but this time we're going to do the video module. So once you add the video module like to the page, the top one is going to allow you to select the video we uploaded. So we can click on that to search. This is our content manager. So there's my video I uploaded. It's only going to search your videos. There's a call to action, which I don't know what that does per se. Let's find out. Let's do contact me. Oh, okay. Okay, so it looks like, but I don't know where this displays. Yeah, well, I should have a contact me page on my site, I think. I just have too many test pages. Blog about. I thought I had a contact, maybe not. Okay. Let me just see where this displays though. Huh. Well. Oh, just a heads up. This is like where this title is pulling from. So if you want to change that, you can. And then you can also change what it would say like underneath it if you want to give it a little more description. But let me go to my live site to see what happens about that call to action because I'm very interested. So that is so exciting, and because yeah, I think it's really cool, and it can really help your SEO by adding these things. Let me see. Oh. I don't see a call to action button anywhere. Do you? Maybe it happens at the end. Ah. So I'll put a link in. No. Well, I don't know right now where that call to action is supposed to go. I'll do a little more research on that because I actually have not seen that option display there before. So it might be new. I don't know. But I'll do research, keep you posted on where that's supposed to display. But that's how you get a video on your website. Any questions on that? Anything I can repeat? So far, so good. Awesome. Okay, now we're gonna create kind of like an area specialist page. And I'm gonna preface this with, I tested this out last night and a couple of the modules, they weren't really working for me. So I don't know if it's just in the works or what, but the idea is cool. So I'm gonna share it with you anyway. And then again, keep you posted on updates. So for this, I'm going to do custom page and I'm just going to go straight to custom page. And this example is if you're like a specialist in a certain area or a neighborhood. I wanted to maybe do something like that. So I'm just going to do like Shelby. That's not how you spell specialist. Still not how you spell specialist. Struggling. Okay, I'm just giving up. Thank you. Okay, then under page contents again, same steps. We're going to add a module. And here we can add a stat. So there's a couple of these cool pages that we can add. And I've been trying to figure out a way to teach this in a practical way. So I think this might be a good way. So like if you're targeting an area or a neighborhood, we could add this stats list, for example, and start giving stats for this area so that we could like, okay, add in a stat. We could say like days on market, like 7. No. No, not that exam. So yeah, I did. So I am under a custom page, and then under page contents, I did add module. Do you want me to come up? Okay, cool. And then I picked the list option, but yeah, it doesn't update automatically. Oh, I did stats first. The stats first. Stat list, yeah. Stat list A. So then at that point, like you could, it like displays like this. So stats. So maybe, I don't know, try to think of more evergreen stats that wouldn't change as often. I'm honestly not clearly, don't know the best way, a practical way that real estate agents would be not changing this out a lot. I'm like, okay, there's just not, yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then you could come in here and update the values so that, yeah, you would just need to change the values and not the title maybe. So like putting days on market, median sales price. Yeah. 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 And then because what's cool about creating custom pages is that it creates a custom URL. So you could then in theory make a page like this and share this specific URL on your Facebook and be like, check it out. I'm a Shelby specialist. And here's a whole page designated to that. So I see like percent of or month supply of inventory or percent of list to close. Yeah. So maybe this is more of an in theory example here, but I want you to know what's available on this site and maybe you guys can figure out how it best fits in your business. Another module I thought was cool, so I clicked on module again, add module, was this location listing carousel. So this allowed, sorry, let me go back. Oh, wow. Yay. Okay, this wasn't working for me yesterday, so that's great. So this would allow you to put like a featured listing section on the specific page. Kind of like our home page, we can make it dynamic. So in this example, in Shelby, so instead of, having the market center, we could actually pick it in our specialty area. So we could pick like a Shelby listing and have all the listings around that. So that this page, right, is purely for my Shelby, to show that I'm a Shelby specialist. No, not color. No, it's actually any brokerage across the nation. Yep. So it's reading them all from the MLS is what it's pulling from. And then the last module that I was gonna add to this page is this new one. That's a home value search component module. And I kind of like what they say here, ready to discover your home's value. So if you like double click. And it allows them to find what their home's worth right on your website. Beware, this is not working fully right now. Every time I put in any address, it says, we can't find this information, and pops up with a way to contact you. So, I mean, that's what my thought is that it at least prompts them to leave their contact information, even if it doesn't work right now. And the good news is that they're working, and it will eventually work. This is just a new rollout. So if you want to add it to your website, I do like it. It's gonna be cool. Maybe not right now, but it's going to be. So once we have all those components added, we can click publish, and that's going to add it to our page. Oh, I need to add some stats. Right. Just do an example here. And month's supply of homes. Is this supposed to be a number or a percentage? Month's supply of homes? 8. Ooh, okay. Well, this is good to find out. Look how big that is. Maybe we just need to be more purposeful with our wording here because it's so big. But it's not right though. I don't think so. Not from. But you know what I did see is that there was another stats module, maybe that has smaller numbers. Yeah, they look smaller. Oh, I see. I see. It's wanting us to put like icons, and that's the one I should have picked to make that look better. But I think, yeah, we get the idea. So yeah, that's like a custom page here. Yeah, and I really love that idea because then, yeah, you can be sharing those specific URLs with those that apply to. So you can really start targeting those pages. Really love it. All right. The last example I have here is about blog posts and how to add more blog posts to your fan site. So I'm going to click on blog post. And if you need to get back to the dashboard, just click that logo and then click blog post. And this is adding it to, like, on our homepage, there's a My Blog section. So it's adding it to that actual list of blogs on your website. So for this example, I'm going to do like March home tips. It's something like for blogs, it's something that maybe like having a task that you write a new blog once a month to add to your website. And maybe, I mean, because too, that blog can then be used in an email and then can be used on social media. So we're all about like creating content and then getting it everywhere. So like, yeah, even if you got into the habit of putting on your website, well, that will then maybe push you to send out an email with that too. And I utilize ChatGPT for this because words are hard. Right? So in a new tab, I'm going to pull up ChatGPT and I'm just going to Google it. Yeah, sometimes. But I mean, my method with ChatGPT is always read through and reword and make it sound like me. Add exclamation points and whatnot. Yeah. Smiling faces everywhere. So you do have to log in. And I remembered this. It's always a party. And it's always Mike G. I can hear him for miles. So funny. Mike Guerrero. Yeah, they are. They have next level energy. So with ChatGPT, we can ask it to do anything. So my biggest tip is that always start your prompts with how you want it to and what tone you want it to talk. So I like to start it with act as a real estate professional and write me a blog for home tips in March. Then it's going to write one. And then I find a lot of times that it's really long. Yeah, me too. I always say, please shorten this. Yeah, I usually say, rewrite this shorter and in a more friendly tone. Then it's going to spit it back out just like that. So, even if your task was, okay, once a month, I'm going to go to ChatGPT, ask for a new month of tips, come in here and copy and paste it. Now, yeah, I would recommend kind of reading it through, just making sure it doesn't sound
and I'm just here to learn. I was like, Lord, if I would have copied and pasted
wait.
Because she would have known that
I've seen that because I don't know if this is why, but they say do not say please to ChatGPT or it will start saying no to you because statistically you open the door to say no. So there's a statistical chance they say no, and that if it ever starts doing that, to start threatening it to get it back to normal. I literally just watched a video. Wow.
Don't do that. You're supposed to be me.
That's so interesting. I just find that AI is so interesting. It's a little scary, but yeah. Sometimes I'll see too, like, because I see a lot of agents use this for property descriptions in the MLS, but then you'll see at the bottom, or if you copy and paste, like if you drag it down too far, it says regenerate at the end. And so I always know when that's the case. So always beware. So, but okay, we could take this though, for example. Let's say we did read it through. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing that. We can go to that little clipboard icon to copy it, or you could highlight it to copy it. Yes. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, she's the best. Yes, ever. Thank you, Mom. So needed. Awesome. Okay, where were we? Oh, yeah. Okay, we copied it. Now we're going to go back to command. And that's the subline. I'm going to try to put this in the body here so we can just click paste or right click and click paste. Yeah, don't really need that part, but I'm going to use this as the title now. So we're going to take that. Oops, forgot the E. Came up as March Home Refresh, quick tips for a brighter space. Way better than what I would say. Oh, okay, well, we can help with that. Well, well, we can do it together. Is it like super timely? of a thing. Okay, well, oh,
People are responsive when I send stuff out. Yep,
yeah,
people are super responsive.
that's good to hear.
So I know that they're like eager to know what I want to say.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to put it all together yet.
Gotcha. Well, we can definitely help. Book an appointment with us and we'll do it together. We'll sit down and just send it off together. And maybe your homework is just to come to the appointment with the content like idea ready. If Chat GPT needs to come in, it can. But just like kind of like what your goal is, and then we can put it together and send it out. Of course, have a great time in coaching, or what you just say, coaching. Yeah, good luck. Oh, yep, that's my fault. Yeah, you too. Bye. So it looks like when I copy and paste, just a heads up, the bolded stuff turned into stars, which was kind of annoying. So I might see if this can rewrite this without bolding. Yes, so you can add image with it as well. And I kind of want to do that example because there's an extra tip there. So if you click to add that image, let me see what's under gallery. Huh. Okay, sorry, hold on. Let me go back. Okay, now I don't know how to get back. Okay, okay, add image. Sorry, I'm clicking first to play around, then I'll get back to actual steps. Where is it? Oh, that's why. Oh, okay, I see what it's doing. Okay. So yes, we can add an image there and it's going to display like that banner image and be like the thumbnail that's on your blog. So we do want an image there. Okay. Yeah, and then I'll show you what it looks like live. But yeah, you could paste in the verbiage from ChatGPT. You might need to remove some stars. I have found that it will not bold it even if you ask. So it might just be an extra step. But once we like the verbiage, once we like the image, we can go to publish, and that will be right on our website. And let me show you what that will look like on your blog, because it won't display under more like our other custom pages did. It's going to display under our blog section here, which I guess is not ready. Oh, there it is. So now it's going to display under there. And then even on our home page, I think. It's there. Yeah. Yeah, like I don't think there's a way to flip like the existing. Oh, yes. Okay. So up at the top, there is a way to change the language of it. And now that would be anything like that command. Like, so this custom stuff, you would have to put, your in custom with your language. And then, so like, let's say for like this one, if we change it, it does actually change the URL, which is yeah, so that way, when you share it that way, it will share in whatever language that you need it to share in. But then just a heads up, just it doesn't change everything. Like these blogs are written in English, for example. No, so it like does this and like there's only some elements of the site and I found that the blogs, for example, those are like yeah, so if you would want that to be in a different language, you would need to come in and like edit that blog. Let's see how I do that. Okay. Oh yeah, sorry. Yes, absolutely. And then yeah, you just make it your language. Yay, absolutely. I know we're a couple minutes over. Any questions I can answer about the website? I know it was a lot, but I just wanted you guys to be aware of it all. Okay. Well, if you guys are good on the website, I think we're done with today. So yeah, thanks for coming, guys.
But once I set up this, what I'm trying to find out is we're doing that 36.
The touch point, the 30.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wait, I set myself up to get it just because I want to see the content.
Yeah.
But I didn't get anything yet. How long did it take? I just did it this morning.
Gotcha.
How long did it take before that
Which
email?
which email or which can you look at your contact record? Check it out. I just want to see what's. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so what you should have actually gotten first is if you go to tasks.
I wanted to see what people are getting, so I know what they're.
Yeah, so the first step of that plan is actually a task notification to you to go clean up the contact record. So the best place to check that is your command app.
If I got.
Yes, exactly. So first it's going to give you that task and you need to add in all the contact info. And then you'll start receiving stuff.
Okay.
So that's like the next day.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Let me know if you have any other questions. Okay, well, we're here for them for sure. And thank you for those of you online as well who joined us.
I'm sorry, I don't have the new website. How did you say to get to it?
No worries, no worries. Let me walk through that process here. And I believe I might be able to show you better in Leah's account because she's not upgraded yet, I think. So let me test this out. Okay, that was wishful thinking to think I knew her login. Okay, sorry. So, okay, first off, with the new websites, so when you go to the consumer, it's probably going to look really different, but there should be an option on this top white toolbar to upgrade your website. Now, before doing that, I have to ask you two questions. One, do you have any custom pages on your old website that you need moved over? And two, landing pages will not move over either. So do you have any landing pages you're using?
I don't. I think I added the mortgage calculator, and there were some things that I did have Scott Leroy add
Okay.
to my website as well.
Gotcha. Yeah, those Scott Leroy ones, that's no problem. They'll be able to re-add them to the new site. So really it's just like anything super custom to you, which typically I don't see many agents have on their website anyway, but I just want to make sure.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, so those are the only two things, like the custom pages and landing pages don't come over. So other than that though, you can click upgrade website and kind of just go through the steps. It's going to have you like check a couple check boxes. You'll be able to even keep your same domain name. You just need to kind of click next a few times to get you to this new experience.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Of course, and if you have any questions, I see we have an appointment like later this week, so I can help you too.
Yeah, okay. Yep, we sure do. I was gonna say that too.
Well, perfect.
Okay, see you Friday.
Sounds
Thank
great.
you.
See you then. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.